safe, right? You're gonna fall. Yes. I'm glad he has his water.
They brought out how long is it now?
Was I in it?
Well, I have it on the line.
Like you can take a picture, get everyone. Like no, like everyone up here.
All right. They can start whenever.
Yeah. Last time. Don't walk away. Walk away.
How are you, Commissioner? Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah.
My daughter's 18. All right, Mayor. We're ready. We're ready.
Do it?
Yeah.
No, it didn't work. Nice job. Nice try.
He was here a minute ago. Yes, sir. You start. We'll get him.
Do you want me to start, or do you want me to?
Yeah, he's here.
Okay, good evening.
Am I okay here?
So I'm Jeff Gannett, I'm the CEO of Macy's. And on behalf of our Macy's family, both here in New York City and across the country, I'm happy to welcome you to the balloon inflation for the 92nd annual Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Thank you to Mayor de Blasio, Commissioner O'Neill, and other elected officials for being here as well tonight. So, Macy's has deep roots in the city of New York. We've shared a partnership for more than 100 years, which includes the Thanksgiving Day Parade and the fireworks. We're very proud of our rich history with the city. We want to thank the mayor and your leadership and your vision, and for your continued partnership. And for Commissioner O'Neill, thank you for keeping our streets safe. We appreciate the dedication and hard work we see every day from the NYPD in keeping our streets and neighborhoods safe. That's worth a clap, come on. All right. There's no doubt that New York's finest are also some of the world's finest. I also want to thank you to the thousands of city volunteers and employees, the equal number of Macy's employees and volunteers that make this event possible. We certainly could not put on this parade without your support. So let me tell you about this year's, you're all here to see the balloons, and it's a pretty amazing lineup that we had this year. So first off, we have a slate of great entertainers, and we really have something for everyone. So it starts off with a legend, Diana Ross is going to be with us this year. We also have current pop superstars. We have John Legend. We have Kelly Clarkson. We also have the #1 country artist in the nation, Kane Brown, that's going to be with us tomorrow. So there really is a performer for everyone. And then tomorrow's parade and lineup will include, so you're going to see tonight, kind of our number of our 16 giant character balloons. We have 43 novelty and heritage balloons. We have 26 floats. We have 1,000 cheerleaders and dancers, give or take. Obviously the Rockettes. We have 12 marching bands that have been rehearsing all year for this from high schools and universities across the country. We have 1,000 clowns The second year in a row, we're going to be doing the Macy's Singing Christmas Tree. So 100 of our great employees from 23 different states. And then, of course, it wouldn't be the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade without Santa Claus. So he's going to come in, and he arrives at 34th Street, and that really is the kickoff to the holiday season. So tomorrow, braving the cold, we're going to have 3.5 million brave New Yorkers, hardy New Yorkers, lining the streets celebrating the Thanksgiving Day Parade. We're also going to have 50 million watching television, kick off the holiday season with Macy's. We hope if you are not here tomorrow that you're tuning in as well. And to all of you and each of you, we say Happy Thanksgiving. And with that, I'm now going to turn it over to our illustrious Mayor de Blasio.
Thank you.
Great to see you, sir.
Congratulations. Thank you. All right, Jeff. Jeff, you have a lot to be proud of right now. I want to just tell you, everyone, we are so appreciative to everybody at Macy's for what they do for us every year with this parade. This is, thank you, good catch. This is one of the very greatest events in New York City each year. But those numbers are amazing. The millions of people come out, but 50 million people around this nation watching us here in New York City because of what Macy's has done for us. And I want to say the employees of Macy's, for whom this is a real labor of love, who every year come out and make possible this parade, and especially the balloons. The people trained to make sure that those balloons are going to be part of the parade. The kids love them, and it means so much to them. Lifelong memories are made at this parade. And I just want to say thank you to you and to everyone at Macy's. Let's give them a round of applause. We have with us a lot of dignitaries this evening because we're all here to celebrate what this means for our city. You're going to hear from our police commissioner in just a moment, but I want to thank all the leadership of the NYPD here. They have done an outstanding job this year. Let's give them a big round of applause. And I want to give a special thanks, special shout out to the woman whose command covers Manhattan North, Assistant Chief Kathleen O'Reilly. She's going to have a lot to do tomorrow. Let's thank her. Also from our team, our Emergency Management Commissioner, Joe Esposito. Thank you, Joe, to you and your whole staff. And the elected officials who are here with us, Congressman Jerry Nadler, thank you. About to be the Judiciary Chairman of the United States House of Representatives, and we're very excited about that. State Senator Jose Serrano, thank you. Council Member Helen Rosenthal, thank you. Now, she says shop local. All right, everybody, please shop local tonight and over the whole holiday season. Now, we know this is the beginning of the holiday season. The magic begins tomorrow with this parade. And this is a time of year when New Yorkers, we even New Yorkers warm up a little bit, and this becomes an even more magical place. Now, we know this parade to us begins a season that goes all the way to when the ball drops in Times Square on New Year's Eve. So this is a time of year we love, and we especially love this parade. This is the 92nd time. It's kind of breathtaking to think about. Soon it's going to be a whole century that Macy's has been doing this, the 92nd annual Thanksgiving Parade. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be a joy for people of all ages, particularly for kids. But now I want to tell everyone, get ready for an amazing parade, but put on every layer you have in your household. Wear every glove you can find, every scarf, hand warmers, whatever you got, you're going to need it tomorrow. I want to tell everyone, be ready to enjoy, but recognize it's going to be really, really cold. So it is my responsibility to tell people we expect very cold temperatures. We want people to be ready. You can go outside, but be very careful. If you feel it's getting to be too much, get indoors. Don't go out for too long at a stretch. Extreme cold will start tonight. And tomorrow we expect freezing temperatures and gusty winds. Although the last report I just heard from the commissioner, wind gusts, knock on wood, but not too much wind, so that these balloons can fly the way we want to. Who's ready to see these balloons flying in this city? But I want to tell you, when it gets really cold, people have to take it seriously. Because particularly for folks who are vulnerable, for those who are seniors or have pre-existing conditions, really, really cold weather can present a life-threatening situation. So everyone's got to take the cold weather seriously. Anybody at risk, make sure that you keep a good eye on them and take care of them. As I said, keep your time outside limited. Lots of bundling, lots of layers. The city is prepared for this cold freeze we're about to get. Our code blue is in effect right now and tomorrow. Our housing department has emergency repair teams ready for whenever heat goes out, including in public housing. We have double the normal holiday staffing ready to make sure people have heat and hot water. And we're reminding all building owners, all private building owners are legally required to provide heat and hot water. If your building doesn't have heat and hot water, call 311 right away so we can get help out to you. Last point in English, and I'm just going to say something quick in Spanish. Check in on your neighbors. If you know of any neighbor who's a little vulnerable, needs a little help, when the weather gets cold, they especially need your support. Check in on your neighbors. Make sure they're okay. New Yorkers do a great job of watching out for each other. Please make sure you're doing that tomorrow on Thanksgiving Day. I want to say quickly in Spanish. Vamos a tener unos días muy fríos a partir de esta noche. Tenga mucho cuidado en estos días. Quédense en casa todo el tiempo posible. Vistan con varias capas de ropa cálida si tienen que salir. Y cuiden a sus vecinos, en especial los más vulnerables. So everyone, look out for each other, but expect to have a great time tomorrow with your family, with your friends. Thanksgiving Day, a day when we all give thanks that we have the blessing of being New Yorkers. And we are so proud of our city. And it's going to be a beautiful day for all of us. And now I want to bring forward the man who every day with his team does so much to keep us safe and keep this city great, our Police Commissioner, Jimmy O'Neill.
I swear I'm not cold. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thanks, Jeff. Seems like it was just yesterday, it's 4th of July, but here we are at Thanksgiving. Time passes so quickly. So usually when I see the mayor, he asks me, how's crime? I didn't know when I took the job that I'd also have to be a weatherman. Yeah. As soon as I stepped out of, when I got here today, what's the temperature and what's the wind speed? I'm like, oh, come on, man, give me a break. But I'm really looking forward to a great day tomorrow. It's one of my favorite days in the city. It always has been. A little disappointed that Spider-Man's not going to be here, but I still have some favorites. So looking at tomorrow, there are no credible threats or specific threats against the parade or against the city. There's going to be so many police officers, so many members from law enforcement out there tomorrow. It's going to be a real safe day. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the men and women from the NYPD, not only for what they're doing tonight and tomorrow, but for what they do each and every day. I mean, we have a lot to be thankful for. We're at a place in New York City, we haven't seen levels of crime this low since the 1950s. So when you're out there tomorrow and you see a police officer, just say hello to him or her and thank them for the great job that they're doing. Because they're out here, you know, every holiday, every weekend, every night, you know, from midnight to 8 in the morning taking care of this city. So if you have the opportunity, please thank them. We have people from Patrol Services Bureau, they work for Chief Harrison. They'll be out here tomorrow. They also work for Chief O'Reilly and Chief Hughes from Manhattan South. We're going to have people from SOD, that's Emergency Service, the Strategic Response Group. We have John Miller's people from Intelligence and from Counterterrorism. We'll have canines out there. We have a new canine dog, Frankie. He'll be out there tomorrow. We'll even have people up in aviation. We'll have a block of cars out there tomorrow to make sure that there are no unauthorized vehicles on the route. So it's going to be a very safe time in New York City tomorrow. There's a lot you'll be able to see and a lot that you won't see. We'll have people out there in plain clothes too. So tomorrow, we have to carefully monitor the winds, and we do that with a series of instruments that I'm not going to even try to say the name of it, but I think it's an anemometer. All right, thank you. I got it. I think I got it right. So we have to make sure that the sustained winds are not over 23 miles an hour, and the gusts are not over 34 miles an hour. And if they are, then we just have to lower the balloons. But I think we need everybody in New York City to think positive, keep those wind speeds down so we can get those balloons up as high as they're supposed to be. So just once again, everybody have a great Thanksgiving. We have a lot to be thankful for, and enjoy the parade and enjoy tonight. And once again, thank you, Macy's.
Good, brother. I am. Keep it warm.
Keep shopping.
I like to shop.
It's not.
This is my 1 minute to say something, right? Thank you for letting me stay shopping.